Welcome back to the channel everyone, and thank you for joining me. This is the 13th video in my Origin series, which explores family history research and several of the haplogroups that exist in my ancestry, including my paternal and maternal genetic groups. The series includes a few how-to videos: how to begin researching your family history, how to get past those early parish records, break down walls, and how to publish your family story. These are all videos planned over the coming weeks, so if any of the subjects interest you, then please keep watch for those upcoming videos. This series of films goes live every Monday at 12 noon British Standard Time. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at heraldic studies and hopefully help you discover your medieval ancestors, ancient pedigrees, gateway ancestors, and even family coats of arms that belong to your family lineage, as not all of them do. We're going to begin with family coats of arms and heraldry. Most surnames have coats of arms. A coat of arms is a heraldic visual design. The coat of arms forms the central element of the full heraldic achievement, which in its whole consists of a shield, supporters, a crest, and a motto. A coat of arms is traditionally unique to an individual person, family, state, organisation, school or corporation. The term itself of coat of arms, describing in modern times just the heraldic design, originates from the description of the entire medieval chainmail, surcoat, garment used in combat or preparation for the latter. Rolls of arms are collections of many coats of arms, and since the early modern age, they have been a source of information for public, showing and tracing the membership of a noble family, and therefore its genealogy across time. Even if a coat of arms exists for your surname, it does not mean you have a right to bear those arms, nor does it mean that it actually belongs to your family. Many heraldry companies sell family coats of arms on the pretense that it belongs to you. Just because it belongs to a given surname doesn't mean it was granted to your ancestor. Only the descendants of the person the arms was granted to has a right to bear those arms. The issuing member of that family may have no connection to you whatsoever. We are now going to take a look at heraldic visitations, as this may assist you in discovering a gateway ancestor, an ancient pedigree, and perhaps even a coat of arms that really does belong to your family. In 1538, Cromwell, from the court of Henry VIII, ordered that every wedding, baptism and burial was to be recorded. Genealogists owe that guy a depth of gratitude because, thanks to him, we are able to research our English family trees with the help of parish records as far back as 1538. But what if you want to go further back in time? Are there any records available that are reliable enough to help us achieve this and help us learn about our medieval ancestors? The answer is yes. Have you ever discovered Tudor, Stuart, gentlemen, esquires, clergy, yeomen in your trees? And have you ever wondered if they belong to branches of nobility, gentry? The likelihood is that they do belong to the ruling classes of society. No matter Where you stand on the pyramid of class structure, our ancestors may appear much closer to the top, possibly right on top, like royalty for instance. Scholars believe it takes a family lineage 300 years to fall into poverty and 300 years to climb out of it. So, plenty of time for a King of England to have a taxi driver for a descendant today. If you have managed to research your family history to the 16th century and looking for source material to help move your family history further back in time, one of your go-to records would have to be the Visitations of England, or heraldic visitations. Heraldic visitations were tours of inspection undertaken by kings of arms, and often by junior officers of arms or heralds as deputies throughout England, Wales and Ireland. Their purpose was to regulate and register the coat of arms of nobility and gentry and boroughs, and to record pedigrees. They took place from 1530 to 1688, and their records akin to an upper class census. They provide important source material for historians and genealogists. By the 15th century, the use and abuse of coats of arms was becoming widespread in England. One of the duties conferred on William Bruges, or Bridges, the first Garter principal king of arms, was to survey and record the armorial bearings and pedigrees using coats of arms and correct irregularities. Officers of arms had made occasional tours of various parts of the kingdom to inquire about armorial matters during the 15th century. However, it was not until the 16th century that the process began in earnest. The first provincial visitations were carried out under warrant granted by Henry VIII to Thomas Benault, Clarenex, King of Arms, dated 6th of April 1530. He was commissioned to travel throughout his province, i.e. south of the Trent, with authority to enter all homes and churches. Upon entering these premises, he was authorised to put down or otherwise deface, at his discretion, those arms unlawfully used. He was also required to inquire into all those using the titles of knight, esquire or gentleman, and decide if they were being lawfully used too. By this writ, Henry VIII also compelled the sheriffs and mayors of each county or city visited by the officers of arms to give and assist in gathering the needed information. When a king of arms or herald visited a county, his presence was proclaimed by presenting the king's royal commission to the local gentry and nobility, which required them to provide evidence of their right to use a coat of arms. The sheriff would collect from the bailiff of each hundred within his county a list of all people using titles or arms. In the early days, the visiting herald would tour the homes of gentry and nobility, but from the late 1560s, those persons were summoned to attend a central place of sitting, usually an inn, at a particular time. They were to bring their arms and proof of their right to use them, most often by the way of detailing their ancestral right to them, which would also be recorded where an official grant of arms had been made. This was also recorded. Other ancient arms, many of which predated the establishment of the College of Arms, were confirmed. The officer would record the information clearly and make detailed notes that could be entered into the records of the College of Arms when the party returned to London. In the description of this video is a link to my website and a page containing a record of all the visitation records. On this page you will find a table of contents for the counties of England, recording which book those heraldic visitations were recorded in. These books are full of pedigrees often signed by the family member, giving the information of his family's ancestry. I have discovered many branches of my own family in these books, and so can you. These books contain pedigrees for families recorded by someone living at the time the pedigree was made. They may help bridge that gap between your ancestors recorded in the parish records and your medieval ancestors, which are not recorded there. Next week, the 14th video in this series will be published, and it takes a look at the Y-DNA haplogroup IZ138, which is Viking in origin. I'm going to finish this video showcasing some of the pedigrees that can be found in the visitation records, so please enjoy. A big thank you for joining me. Stay safe, keep well, and bye for now. Bye everybody.